Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the USC Trojans. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense comes onto the field first today. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lincoln. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Got his man quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So USC's offense will get the ball for the first time. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Hands it off. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
Well, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder.
All out of space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. From in the red zone looking for a receiver. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Now on the option. Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll heave it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 7 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Makes the catch. It's Tolzien. At the 35, he's loose. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll run play action. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They get to the line quickly. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! They'll try to add another to their lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. The sweet feet buy a little time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now they'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Lincoln. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Proctor. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Quarterback making checks. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Here comes the option. Touchdown, Southern Cal! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Lincoln. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's Lincoln. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points?
Turning on the Jets. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Might be looking to run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tolzien. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Goes to the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Trojans. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, Oklahoma State, 17.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He leaves it with his back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He wants to go deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll try to pop the draw, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle, it's Fox. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Drills him with a stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the single back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He's got him. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback.
Lots of running room. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Smells it. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
25.
He'll bring it out. It's Nicholson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
35.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 8 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fakes to grab. At the 45 on his way. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together. Down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that, make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Proctor. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. The Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Intercepted deep in his own end. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Might be changing the route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed